Are you as excited as I am? We're almost summer, so it's been a while since I've seen you guys and I wanted to keep you updated. Purchase a brand new home. Amongst our misfortune, we have a space to work in. Today, we are going to be looking at emptying out the rad fluid so that I can replace my rad completely. Roxy kind of had an accident. Now I've been told that we could potentially get it repaired. However, I'm not really feeling comfortable with the thought of just repairing it and hoping for the best. So we've got a package from Italy. I can't remember where I bought it exactly, if it was Amazon, but it has finally arrived and it looks beautiful. We're gonna get started, empty out the rad juice. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't quite taken the time to do the research on what I'm doing for this. However, it can't be that difficult. I mean, it's about the equivalent of if you're about to replace your coolant, except midway through you're unplugging all the hoses and your bolts and nuts, and then you're removing the item, replacing it with a brand new one, and voila. I'm guessing, but I'll take you guys on the journey with me, so let's get to it. So I've gone ahead and I've located my drain bolt. So I'm gonna bring this guy over here. So we're looking at an 8mm. Ooh, maybe I should have some work gloves. I'm sure this is not Kool-Aid. We're off to a good start. I mean, it doesn't look that nasty, so it probably was still decent. While this is leaking, I've been toying with the fact of still getting the rad repaired. It's just that chances are I'm going to keep it as a spare just in case something were to happen to my other rad. Now, have I learned my lesson? Yes, I am going to get a rad cover because, as you can tell, right now, it is not covered. With that in mind, maybe I'll do a 50-50 water and vinegar flush in my rad before I actually take it down, and then it'll be nice and clean for them to actually work on it when they receive it. If I was a mechanic, I wouldn't mind that. It's taking its good old time, ain't it? My nose is leaking. I hope I'm not starting a cold. It's not the time. Motorcycle season is approaching. All right, beautiful. Let's see what you've got. Yeah, not bad. I can handle that. Come out, beautiful. If I was a kid, I'd totally try to drink that just like the kids are doing with the Tide Pods nowadays. It reminds me of the mini sips we used to have growing up, you know, like those little bags of juice, kind of like the bags of milk, which apparently isn't available everywhere. Welcome to Canada. Whoa! All right. So I've actually gotten all of the rad coolant out of there. I didn't realize that I hadn't taken the cap off of the top of the radiator, so it would have actually leaked a lot faster if I would have done so. But once I did, I finally got all of it out of there. And we've got our mix of vinegar and water. We're just gonna basically run that through for a few minutes here and flush the system. It might not be a bad call that I wait. Oh, it's gonna be mild days. For a second there, I just thought about what it would actually do with the water freeze inside my radiator, but I don't think it'll actually be a problem because it's going to be a nice couple of days when I'm going to have some time and actually replace the rest of the radiator later on. So since the rad's not actually staying, I don't think it'll be a bother. And by the end of tonight, it should be radless. Huh? Radless. Anyway, so here goes nothing. Probably would have been way better if I would have brought my keys with me, but anyway, we'll go get that later. Here goes nothing. Might actually start seeing it start leaking on the floor again here, yep. Relocate this beast over here. I wonder if I'll be able to see water in this. Oh yeah. I mean, I think so. I might need my flashlight. Okay, so we were actually good. I still got quite a ways to go. Whoop. I lied. Let's go get the key, shall we? Now, the only thing I don't know is if she'll start. I didn't have her plugged in for a little while. drip, nothing to worry about. For the record, here's what I'm dealing with. I'm guessing that's enough. We'll wait until this beast stops dripping. Should wait until it cools down. We'll come back to this. Now that it's pretty much stopped leaking, stuff is not so hot, we're gonna go and empty that again. Except this time, obviously, we're gonna remove this ahead of time because it's gonna be way easier to let the stuff leak out. And remove the drainage bolt. Oh, now we got juice coming out of both sides, great. And I don't really have anything to catch that. It's mostly water at this point, isn't it? I think so. Get this leaking a little bit faster maybe, or not, we're just making a mess. At least it stopped leaking in the front, so that's pretty good. I'm too impatient for this, I end up making a big mess. For everybody watching, take notes. If you need to pee, do that ahead. The sound of this liquid dripping is not helping my situation any. So go pee first. That's pretty much it. If it stops dripping, I'm at least gonna put the top cover, ensure no debris gets in there, since we've taken the time to clean it all. And I suppose nighttime is starting to settle in, so I'm gonna get some supper and we'll return to this bad boy later. All right, so we're on to the next little leg of our adventures here. We're gonna remove that rad and put some more coolant in and see if everything goes well. So let's get to it. All right, so I've gone and looked ahead of time. Everything seems to be good with the new radiator, except it's missing these little rubber grommets here. As you can tell, it was installed on the previous one here. And I just found a really easy way to take them off, and then let me show you. So all as I did to remove the first one, let me see if I can show you this. So I take my pliers and I squish one side, like so, and I push her through. Voila, so we've got our washer. Now I can pretty much leave my old radiator aside after I've removed all of these, which there's 3 of them. Just like so. So now we've got our rubber grommets that we can work with for our brand new radiator. So let's install those. So we kind of ran into a snag. Well, here, let me show you. So this is my new radiator. It's supposed to fit my motorcycle. It looks very, very similar, except these little guys here. So this is supposed to hold on to my fan. Essentially, this guy is supposed to slide onto here, line up to the hole so that I have a place to screw in my fan. But when we look at on my old one, the little lip is not in the middle, it's actually at the end, and this actually is much thinner of a material than my new piece. So as you can see here, this is a little bit in the way, and I'm gonna have to probably stretch this out quite incredibly. Here we are, the moment of truth. Sorry for the noise. I was finally able to figure something out with the brackets. Ended up stretching the brackets so that it's like, yeah, just stretching the bracket so that it sits better on the part where it's supposed to, and it managed to work out. It still fits, it sits, it's tight, it's good. We're good. I've actually gone and put all of the tubing back on, and we're at the moment of truth. We're gonna see if she'll start up, and we'll see if there's any leaks. I've made sure that all of my nuts and bolts are back in place and everything is nice and tight. So here we go. Well, there you have it, folks. That was a Yamaha FZ6R 2013 radiator change. So I guess if I was able to do it, so should your girlfriend. It was a fairly easy process. I enjoyed it very much, and I'll be able to ride very shortly. If it wasn't raining, I think I'd take her out for a test spin, but I think it might be some freezing rain right now here in New Brunswick. Once again, thank you for watching my video, and we'll see you on the flip side.